Thank you, Debbie, and I'll try not to get too much feedback on this. Pleasure to be with you. And I do definitely have to acknowledge Ms. Shell. She's an amazing state chapter director and an amazing writer. I get to speak up here in front of you, but she's done an amazing job. So we're going to begin the presentation of awards this afternoon by presenting the award for Sponsoring Physician of the Year. This award honors a special physician who has advanced the mission and programs of Think First by demonstrating a high level of leadership and involvement on the local, state, or national level. This year's award is being presented to Dr. Lolly Sakon of Reno, Nevada. Dr. Sakon is well known among his peers for taking a proactive, hands-on approach to his neurosurgical practice, but his contributions to the community don't stop at the doors of the operating room. In 2011, Dr. Sakon's passion for safety and injury prevention inspired him to establish a new Think First chapter in Reno, Nevada. Staff at Think First Northern Nevada tell us that Dr. Sakon single-handedly researched the steps necessary to create a new chapter, completed and submitted all of the required paperwork, and in less years' time assembled a strong board of directors, wrote the chapter bylaws, and recruited chapter director Cherise Smith and 2 VIP speakers that delivered programs to over 700 Nevada teens. In addition to all the work it took to organize the chapter and deliver programs in the community, Dr. Sakon set aside time and applied his talents to designing the chapter's first program brochure and website. I bet there's not a chapter director in this room who doesn't yearn for such impressive productivity from their sponsoring physician. The history of Dr. Sakon's clinical practice is also impressive. He currently serves as adjunct associate professor in the Department of Physiology and Cell Biology at the University of Nevada School of Neurosurgery, which recently merged with his previous practice at Nevada Neurosurgery. He served as an associate professor and department chair at the University of Sydney in the Department of Neurosurgery and Spinal Injuries Unit in Sydney, Australia. Dr. Sakon is described by his colleagues as a passionate physician who not only works tirelessly for his patients, but who has also dedicated himself to the mission, vision, and values of the Think First National Injury Prevention Foundation. If you would please join me in congratulating our Think First 2013 Sponsoring Physician of the Year. The second award presented this afternoon is the award for Chapter of the Year. This award recognizes a high-performance chapter demonstrating service and productivity supporting each of the core components of Think First's mission: education, research, and advocacy. This year's Chapter of the Year award is being presented to Think First Oregon. In 1986, Dr. Ed Newell and colleagues founded Think First Oregon based on the sound components of a comprehensive public health initiative. Think First Oregon has a long and rich history of program excellence, especially in the areas of data-driven program development, efficacy research, and active support of public policy. Due to his prolific work in injury prevention, Think First Oregon has grown to become a key partner to several state agencies, including the Oregon Department of Health. Whenever and wherever there are state-level injury issues being worked on, you will find Think First Oregon at the table. In past years, this chapter supported policy changes related to ATV helmet use and the concussion bill. Most recently, Think First Oregon has assumed a lead role in the policy, systems, and environmental change movement for pedestrian injury prevention in Oregon. To this day, 27 years later, with Dr. Newell still in leadership, this productive chapter has an outstanding reputation in the state of Oregon and is held in high esteem in injury prevention circles nationwide. Accepting the award today on behalf of the Think First Oregon is Chapter Director Kate Zandel. If you give a round of applause to the 2013 Chapter of the Year, Think First Oregon.
hours, right? Everything you do, so thank you.
Into our next award category, Think First VIP of the Year. This special award honors an exceptional VIP speaker who is working to promote the mission and programs of Think First by reaching beyond the classroom to assume additional roles of leadership. This year's award for Think First VIP of the Year goes to Charles Fleisher. To know Charles Fleisher is to know a busy and accomplished man with a wide variety of interests. Charles was injured in 1988 at the age of 18. While in Colorado for rehabilitation, he was exposed to a number of adaptive sports activities and not only fueled his passion for staying active, but also marked the beginning of looking at life's challenges for an opportunity to help others. After returning to New Jersey from Colorado, Charles graduated from Rutgers University in 1995. Soon thereafter, he launched a healthcare staffing business and established a nonprofit organization to promote sports and recreation for people with disabilities. After becoming involved with Toastmasters International, Charles partnered with Think First New Jersey and began dedicating himself to becoming an effective injury prevention speaker and leader. As a VIP speaker for Think First New Jersey, Charles has delivered over 344 presentations, reaching nearly 40,000 young people since 2005. His colleagues back home in New Jersey describe Charles as a person who works tirelessly to educate students in schools and people in the community, and does all he can to help prevent traumatic brain and spinal cord injury. Charles truly serves as a shining example of a VIP speaker who embodies the mission, vision, and values of Think First. And we are very pleased this afternoon to have the opportunity to honor him and all of his contributions to injury prevention and the Think First National Injury Prevention Foundation. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the 2013 VIP of the Year, Charles Fleisher.
Share a quick story. On a cold, wet November day in 2005, I entered into a room full of hundreds of people. In a panic, the organizer asked me if I could fill in for a missing speaker. Wow, I had never spoken to an audience anywhere near that size before. But to my surprise, I heard myself say yes. Boldly, I approached that audience. There were hundreds of intense faces staring at me in anticipation. Yes, I was scared. But did I panic, turn, and leave the room? No. I was going to face my fear. So I looked those kindergartners right in the eye. and I shared my story. That was my not-so blockbuster first VIP Think First presentation.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.